What's up, Gunpla modelers? This is Strider Prime, bringing you a new edition of Gundam Customs, and today I am going to build this kit. The 1/44 scale, high grade, Carta Graze Ritter from the first season of Iron-Blooded Orphans. This was, of course, the next evolution of the Ritter. Actually, not the next evolution, but I guess another variant of the Ritter, which I guess it was specifically designed for a royal, elite guard or royal guard type. Especially its, design of the shoulder armor and the little crest on the top, thrusters, and of course the sword. So it's an appealing mobile suit. I really like how it's overall designed. The color is not one of my favorites, but it's understandable. I really liked the episodes when these mobile suits were introduced, especially the one where all 7 of these were like in a line in a group, ready to take on the Tekadons when they were on Earth. So it was kind of funny to see that. I can't wait to see somebody actually making, getting 7 of these kits and doing their own design based on that scene. But I guess nobody has done that yet, or maybe they're still working on it. But of course, this is now I want to try working on this guy. And originally I was going to wait until next year to do this kit, but since this is the month of December and I feel like I'm going to be doing only a very few kits, I chose this one not only because it's new, came out this year, but it looks I like a scene which was shown in a few episodes ago from IBO. Here is, of course, a picture of McGillis's custom Ritter, which is basically the same thing. Only difference is it's blue with yellow stripes. I like this. I really do. And sooner or later, Bandai is going to say, hey, guess what? We're going to make a P-Bandai exclusive of this. And I say, oh, great. Well, too bad, because I'm going to paint my Carta Graze Ritter, and I'm going to turn it into McGillis's Graze Ritter. That's the title, of course, of these videos. So I'm going to turn it into McGillis's Graze Ritter from the second season of IBO. And I have the paints for that. So this should be quick, I guess. I don't know. The kit looks really nice, especially in its poses. This is actually my first Graze kit. I haven't purchased any Graze kits at this point. Don't know if I should get one, the normal one, but for now this one looks okay. Good overall designs. I really like how it looks. And here's, of course, what it looks like with the sword. And this retailed at 1,200 yen, which is around $10. But here in the States, you may find it for maybe $12, $13, maybe $15. I got this at Gundam Planet, and I will place a link to their site if you are interested in purchasing this model kit. It looks really cool indeed. Let's look at the contents of this kit and see what we have to work with here. Alright, so first up is the polycaps. And we have a light gray parts here. I see it's actually funneling right under that. Don't know where that is, but we'll find out soon enough. Then we have some black parts here. Then we have the sword. Then we have the portion of the shoulder armor shield and the side parts for the shoulder itself. I guess all these parts represent the shoulder and of course the head. But here I'm seeing that red trim was actually a sticker. So clearly I will have to paint this the one color, then mask it off, prime it, because I don't know how strong blue is going to show through yellow. Yellow has this habit of picking up the darkness under the part, so I may have to reprime the part again. So that's something to think about. So yeah, so mask off, paint that yellow. Then this pretty much represents the entire inner frame parts think that could be the leg. Yeah, this whole section is the leg, because the legs are huge. Axe and the machine gun from the previous, but I think you can still use this. Here's the remaining colored parts, which of course you can. I see it comes with parts from the Graze, so that a lot of this is a majority of this is all from the Graze, but the other parts inside are from the inner frame. All right, this is going to be interesting. This is going to be cool. Okay, let's get this manual out. Put this here. The manual. There we go. There's Carta right here. It's a shame that we don't have this character continuing on into the series. I actually kind of like this character, and it's pretty sad what happened, you know. But the sixth form of the lupus, of the Barbatos, really did a number on her mobile suit. So if you haven't seen it, watch it. It's a good episode, but it's also a brutal episode. Just to forewarn you that. Let's check this here. I do see some parts that you do not need to use, like those binder type thrusters that was behind it. See a few parts here and there, a few parts here, probably from the inner frame, and here as well. You're only going to use a few polycaps, just so you know. But I see these two plates, which pretty much makes up the Ritter, is unique to the mobile suit, so you'll definitely need it. I'm actually going to review these parts, and I think I may have to either paint them the normal color, paint it the color that I'm going to do right now, because I would like to swap it out. I don't want to just sit it there if whatever. But let's see what happens. Let's feel it out. So right here we have the inner frame, building the inner frame, then the outer armor that goes around it up to this point. Oh, okay. Side skirts connecting to the bottom part of the body, of the torso. Then we have the assembly of the head and the crest. Then down here, beginning with the shoulder armor, you have to do it twice. Then of course the arms, both left and right arms, nothing unique there, well, unique to me. Then we have the assembly of the legs and the thigh armor / thruster that you're going to put on. So that will be for both left and right. Then we'll go into color. We have the assembly of the waist unit. And then final assembly right there. Then there's a sword. And then, okay, so it's talking about the ability to swap out the parts and put on the other parts if you want to don't want to have the thruster, you want to just regular graze. As well as the thruster backpack as well. The weaponry if you want to keep using it. I see some other parts here that you can actually take from the form Form 6 and put it on this. And then the overall look of what the kit looks like. And then the colored parts that you see here. So let's talk about the colored part, because colored paint, which I do have. Now, as I said before, I'm going to turn this into McGillis Ritter's Custom, or McGillis's Graze Ritter. And all the turquoise green colors will be replaced with blue, as you can see here. So I'll be using that. The trim, as you can see here and there, will be yellow. So this will be blue and yellow. Easy peasy. The gray colors, now there's 3 tones of gray here. There's that trim gray that we just saw right now that goes under this. And I see one back here. I don't know if it's back here or it could be wrong. I'm going to be using grayish blue for this. Should be fine. For the remaining inner frame, use gunmetal, but I may change my mind. I may use regular metallic gray. So this is unaudible. I'll think about not using it, it depends. The remaining colors, which is actually this, the thruster here, the waist portion of the thigh armor, portion of the upper chest area, and then the legs, I actually am considering using another color. Recently, when I was at Gundam Planet, I was looking at paints and I came across this. This is Gundam Color Mr. Color's Tightened Blue 1, UG16. Let's look at this. Let me open that up a bit. Let me get a color thingy. This looks dark gray. It doesn't even look blue. I guess when I spray it on, it'll show. Wait, this is Titan's Blue 1. Because I did pick up Titan Blue 2, which is a lot more striking, but since the Titan's colors are always two different tones, I was a bit surprised. I'm surprised with this one that it's a little off in reference to that. Where's my... I thought I had a piece of paper where I can actually do a... yeah, I'll use this one. I don't know. It's not blue, but it is the actual shade that would be appropriate for these parts, for these areas that we were just talking about right here. So, alright, definitely I'll use this color. Try it out, see how it is. Something to work with. Alright, I think I got all the colors I need. So, what do you guys think about that? This should be fun. This will be, of course, my last high-grade kit for 2016. So, let's stop yapping and let's begin building high-grade McGillis Graze Ritter.